Heights Telecom is a company that manufactures home gateways and Wi-Fi extenders, and we specialize in software development. So we have came to the market with a creative and innovative software architecture based on containers. And we look after ISPs. These are our main customers. We look after the home, and we try to make sure that the Wi-Fi experience is as good as we possibly can. We have seen that that kind of demand is important because service providers need to differentiate, service providers need to be innovative, and service providers need to keep leading the edge. At the end of the day, this is what the competition requires. We're approaching the market selling to ISP, so we are not a consumer brand. So we work very closely with the marketing teams and with the technology teams. We sell direct to them, we sell through channels, similarly to other brands. But the uniqueness about Heights is that we have our gateways and extenders that are platforms. If you think about the modern house, the CPE or the Wi-Fi gateway is the last device that the service provider controls in the home. That means that that gateway needs to be stylish, that gateway needs to be powerful to be able to accommodate different software applications. And Heights Telecom develops the middleware software that allows partners to integrate into our gateway. These two technologies are coming to the market now. The demand of the modern house has been growing up over the years. So going from models where 1 gig was enough, then 2.5 gig, and now we're seeing 10 gig or XGS-PON being deployed, meant that we needed to address that market in the right way. And to answer your question, it depends a lot on how the service provider deploys the fiber into the home. In certain cases, they use two-box solution. This is where we refer to 10 gig solutions. That means that the fiber gets terminated perhaps at the garage or at the entry point of the house. And then from that point to the gateway, there is a Ethernet cable. So this is a two-box solution, and that's why we talked about 10 gig solutions. But there are other service providers that they have one-box solution. And this is when we refer to XGS-PON. In our case, we have a wide range of products, have XGS-PON and 10 gig gateways with multiple access technologies. So Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 7, dual band, tri-band, and to accompany that, we have extenders. So in the home, sometimes when we have larger homes, you need to have extenders. So Heights Telecom also deliver that extra mile in the house. Right now, we're focusing on growing the install base. So clearly, we have not yet, as an industry, we have not yet deployed a lot of 10 gig and XGS-PON. So to answer your question, we first need to focus around that. So I believe that during the next 12 to 18 months, that we're going to see a lot of deployment around those access technology. But what will be coming next is going to be Wi-Fi 7, and people are already talking about Wi-Fi 8, which I think is a little bit too premature because Wi-Fi 7 hasn't been rolled out yet. But as a technology company, we need to look forward, we need to be innovative, and this is what Heights Telecom is all about. So clearly, our R&D team is already looking into that space. We are starting to cooperate and work with our chipset partners. But for the time being, really the focus is around deployment of high-speed gateways on Wi-Fi 7. So Heights Telecom is a company that is based in Geneva, in Switzerland, and we serve key markets. I like to refer to 4 key markets. So we have the Nordics in Europe, we have Central Europe, with Germany being an important focal point for us because Germany is behind regarding fiber deployment, so clearly it's an opportunity for companies like Heights. The UK, because in the UK there is a big AllNet community, and North America. So in the case of Heights Telecom, we decided to really focus on that market because the tier 1 is being managed and dominated by other companies, and it would be a more difficult win at this moment in time. However, our ambition is to get there, and innovation really comes with companies that can bring to the market solutions quicker. So tier 2s and tier 3s tend to be very dynamic and they like innovation. So we like to partner with them. And so far we have been successful creating strong partnerships, developing solutions that can excel and improve Wi-Fi experience within the home. Our technology differentiation is about multiple things. It's a very competitive market. You know, the CPE business is a very, very competitive market. The differentiation for us is software. So what we have seen is the necessity of bringing new and innovative solutions to the market. So if you think from an ISP perspective, the router, the home gateway, is the last piece of hardware that they control in the home. So it's important that that device is capable enough to accommodate new services. And the differentiation that Heights can bring to the table is that we do not just bring a Wi-Fi box that provides Wi-Fi and connectivity, but instead is a platform that enables the service provider to start thinking about new software applications. Our customers need to innovate. They need to ensure that they retain their customers. And the best way to retain customers is with quality. As I always said, you can win a customer on price. This is normally how it works. But to retain customers, you have to deliver quality. Yes, we do support Purple OS, and we accommodate as well other software solutions partners that bring innovative services on the Wi-Fi management. But we believe that the longer term is going to be about open standards. So the industry is moving in a direction which I believe is the right one, that will allow companies to cooperate and to interconnect. So you could have a software company that can integrate with us, and then we can offer that platform for the CSP to bring perhaps applications or services and easily be integrated. So this is where frameworks like Purple OS brings a big value to the table. Cybersecurity has become a major point in the interest of the CSPs, and I think that this started with COVID, when people start working from home. In the past, people couldn't care too much about the cybersecurity in the home, but when you have your staff working from home, they are accessing services that are an enterprise service. So somehow the cybersecurity has become more important. So we took that very seriously, and we have partnerships with different security companies that can be integrated in our gateway through containers or directly in our core software. So we have taken a decision last year to actually implement cybersecurity of our core offering, and that goes out with every software drop that we deliver to our customers. So the CSPs normally need to put in place platforms that will allow them to have visibility of what's going on in the house environment. So we provide the software stack and the APIs to be able to interconnect to management systems that will be running in the cloud. But more importantly, what we have done as well is to build intelligence in the devices to be able to preempt problems. So the idea behind this is to ensure that before the end user pick up the phone and call the internet supplier to complain about poor Wi-Fi, is that our system is capable to recognize certain patterns that are not normal, and based on that apply some changes, trying to make sure that we minimize the amount of calls being received by the operator. We have seen that smart home devices are very popular. So nowadays you can go to popular websites and you can buy a wide range of devices like cameras, smoke detectors, connected lights, connected devices. But most often than not, we end up having a multiple number of apps on our phone because vendor A doesn't interoperate with vendor B and doesn't interoperate with vendor C. So you might have an app to control the lights, you might have another app to control your sound system, you might have another app to control your cameras in the home. So we believe that there is an opportunity for service providers to aggregate all those services. And what I mean by that is, again, trying to bring value to the service that they bring. So if they have this device, which is the home gateway deployed in the home, something that is owned and controlled by the service providers, we believe that that gateway should be able and capable to interconnect to devices which are not necessarily driven by humans. So that could be a camera, and that's something that is becoming more and more important. Although it hasn't taken off yet, but we think that over the next couple of years, I would say, not months, but a couple of years, operators will need to look at other ways to increase ARPU, and this is a potential way of doing that. Heights Telecom bridge the future with the present. We are an innovation company, we're a software company, and we try to differentiate or to help our customers, which are the internet service providers, differentiate against the competitors. If you look how broadband is being sold today, the competition is being done by offering lower prices and higher throughput, which is a sad way of approaching the market, in my opinion, because you erode all your margins. So the best way to do is, as I said before, you can win customers on price, so that's probably a good strategy, but you need to have a good strategy to make sure that you deliver high quality service afterward. So Heights Telecom is about delivering a convenient product regarding price, but a superior product regarding quality.